Hello. So it's Jen here. I haven't done a recipe vlog in a while, and you guys know how much I love soup. So I wanted to go over my traditional and fantastic lentil soup recipe. So I'm just about to get started, but I want to go over a few things now. Here I have about approximately 2 cups of lentils that were soaking in water for a few hours, but in order to cut that prep time down, if you're not in the mood for soaking lentils for half the day, all you have to do is boil some water and let the lentils sit in the boiling water, shut off for about 20 minutes, drain and rinse them in with cold water, and get any kind of twigs and rocks and any kind of weird stuff you see, because with non-canned beans, like fresh beans, you'll find rocks every now and again. So you want to just make sure everything's rinsed and cleaned. So now I got my lentils ready. In my pan, I have a little bit of olive oil and a bay leaf, and I'm going to put in 2 cloves of garlic. And I also have a little more than 1/4 of a Vidalia onion diced. So now I got another piece of onion here. I just want to make sure there's enough vegetables throughout. Get as much flavor in the soup as possible, right? Okay, so let me just dice this up real quick. Now I have the flame on low, so we don't want to caramelize these onions at all. We just want them to be translucent. And then I'm going to put 4 or 5 cups of vegetable and/or chicken broth in my pot and bring that up to a boil. Once that's up to a boil, I can add my lentils, I could add my carrots and my celery, and then we're just gonna chill out until everything's all tasting and smelling amazing. My diet is mostly vegetarian. I'm not gonna say I'm a vegetarian because I do eat chicken, turkey, and seafood, but for the most part, I eat mostly vegetables and vegetarian sources of protein. So, all right. So I got these 3 big carrots. They should be fine, but again, the more the merrier when it comes to the veggies in the soup. Start learning, I would suggest just getting yourself some good knives, like this chef's knife, if that's even what it's called. Honestly, I wouldn't even know. It says classic, but I use this for chopping. It's very comfortable. It's light, but it's super duper sharp. And then I have my chef's knife, and then I have a good fillet knife. And those are really the 2 knives that I use the most. So once you get your hand on those, I think you're pretty good to go. And then a sharpener, if you don't find those self-sharpening knives, which they have more of now than ever. You don't want to chop your fingers off either, so when you're cutting, make sure you do gremlin hands. Now this doesn't have to be a precise chop, it could be rustic, however but you don't want them to be so, you know, so many different sizes where they have completely different cooking times. You know, you want to watch that. So, alright, so I got these 3 carrots, came to about this, and I'm gonna rinse and chop probably the same amount of celery. Alright, so here we go. We got our celery, carrots, our onions are in the pot, ready to go. So I'm just going to give them a little stir. And then I'm going to add my chicken broth. Well, I might have vegetable broth. We'll see. I'll bring you back up. Oh, those onions like really got me. Alright. And let me tell you right now, you're like propped up on a mason jar. Ghetto fabulous. Alright, I don't know if that's gonna, that kind of works. That kind of works out. You could see my face and stuff. Okay, so let me check on my onions. Hey guys, so I totally got cut off. My phone tends to do that. But so now I have everything in my pot. I have my 2 cups of lentils. My broth had come up to a boil, so I added my 2 cups of lentils, 3 carrots, 3 celery stalks, my spices, and that's it. So now it's going to simmer for about 45 minutes, 40 minutes, depending, you know, when it starts thickening up and looking more like a stew/soup. And then I'm going to add baby spinach right at the end and top it with a little pecorino romano. And if you have a hunk of bread, enjoy it. That is my lentil soup. Now, I'm going to edit in a photo of the finished product when we are done. But I hope you've enjoyed this video and make my mama's and my original lentil soup recipe. Alright guys, and remember to check out foodmadelovely.com.